Have you ever caught yourself wondering if someone secretly likes you? Maybe it's a coworker who always finds an excuse to be near your desk. Maybe it's that friend who lingers a little longer in conversation than everyone else. Or maybe it's someone who looks at you like they're holding back a secret, but never says a word. The truth is, attraction is rarely as obvious as we want it to be. Most of the time, people won't come right out and say, "Hey, I like you." Instead, they hide it. They bury it beneath casual smiles, nervous laughter, or carefully chosen words. And that's what leaves you second-guessing yourself, constantly asking, "Am I imagining this, or do they really want me?" Here's the reality: people hide attraction for many reasons. Fear of rejection. Not knowing if the feelings are mutual. Worry about ruining a friendship. Or simply because they're shy. But no matter how much someone tries to suppress those feelings, human psychology has a way of spilling the truth. Subconscious behaviors, body language, and little slips of attention often reveal what words never will. And once you know what to look for, it's like unlocking a secret code. In this video, we're going to break down 7 hidden signs that someone secretly wants you. These aren't random guesses or old clichés. These are subtle, psychology-backed signals that most people completely overlook. By the end of this video, you'll not only be able to spot these signs, you'll also understand the why behind them. And trust me, once you see them, you can't unsee them. So, if you've ever felt like there's something unspoken between you and someone else, stay tuned. The signs are about to become crystal clear. Before we dive into the 7 hidden signs, let's pause for a moment and ask an important question: why do people even hide attraction in the first place? After all, if someone likes you, wouldn't it make sense for them to just say it? The answer lies deep in human psychology, and once you understand it, the mystery of mixed signals starts to make a lot more sense. One of the biggest reasons people hide attraction is fear of rejection. Think about it. Rejection doesn't just sting, it lingers. It bruises the ego, shakes self-confidence, and makes future interactions awkward. So, instead of taking the direct route and risking a flat-out no, many people prefer to play it safe. They drop hints, test the waters, or pretend to be casual, all while secretly hoping you'll notice. Another reason is uncertainty. They may genuinely not know if you feel the same way. And uncertainty is powerful. It paralyzes people. If someone fears that confessing their feelings might ruin the connection they already have, they'll often choose silence. They'd rather enjoy being around you from a safe distance than risk losing you altogether. Then, of course, there's social pressure. Maybe it's a coworker who worries about professional boundaries. Or a friend who fears gossip in your circle. Sometimes, attraction collides with reputation, and people instinctively hold back, protecting themselves from judgment. But here's the fascinating part: no matter how hard someone tries to hide attraction, their subconscious can't help but leak it out. This is where psychology comes in. Humans communicate far more through body language, tone, and micro-expressions than we do through words. Studies show that up to 93% of communication is nonverbal, which means someone could be saying, "I'm just a friend," while their body is screaming, "I want more." Take, for example, a story you've probably lived yourself. Imagine a friend who acts totally chill when you're in a group setting. But the second it's just the two of you, their energy shifts. They lean closer, laugh more, and suddenly remember small details you mentioned weeks ago. They may never admit it out loud, but psychology reveals it all: their attraction is slipping through the cracks. That's why these hidden signs are so important. They're not about guessing games or trying to read minds. They're about tuning into the subtle signals the human brain accidentally broadcasts. When someone wants you, their mirror neurons might kick in, causing them to unconsciously mimic your movements. Their pupils might dilate when they look at you. Their voice may soften. These are not conscious choices, they're involuntary responses hardwired into us. So, if you've ever felt confused because someone sends you mixed signals, don't beat yourself up. The confusion is real because people are complicated. They hide what they feel, even when every part of their body is telling the truth. The key is to stop focusing only on what they say and start paying attention to what they show. And that's where the 7 hidden signs come in. These signs are the clearest clues that someone's attraction is slipping through, no matter how hard they try to disguise it. Each one is like a puzzle piece, and when you put them together, you'll see the bigger picture of what they truly feel. Now that you understand why attraction is hidden in the first place, let's reveal the signs you've been missing. Have you ever noticed how some people say nothing at all, yet their actions speak louder than any confession could? That's the beauty of hidden attraction, it leaks out in ways most of us overlook. And if you pay close attention, you'll see the truth right in front of you. So let's break down the 7 hidden signs that someone secretly wants you. The first sign is that they mirror you without realizing it. When someone is attracted, their body naturally syncs with yours. If you cross your legs, they cross theirs. If you lean on your hand, they lean too. It's not mockery, it's psychology. Mirroring is a subconscious way of saying, I feel connected to you. You'll notice this most when they're deeply engaged in the moment, not even aware they're copying you. The second sign lives in their eyes. People can fake a smile, but they can't fake pupils dilating, nor can they hide that quick glance they shoot your way when they think you're not looking. If someone looks at you a beat longer than necessary, or their eyes light up the second you walk in, that's attraction bleeding through. Watch for those stolen glances, especially when they quickly look away if you catch them. That's not coincidence, it's chemistry. The third sign is that they always find small reasons to be around you. Maybe they take the long way just to pass by your desk. Maybe they suddenly develop an interest in the same hobbies or hang out in places you frequent. On the surface, it looks like coincidence. But deep down, it's deliberate. They're creating opportunities to be near you, without having to admit why. The fourth sign shows up in their body language. Notice where their feet point. If they're angled toward you, that's an unconscious signal of attention. Do they lean closer when you speak, even in a crowded room? Do they brush your arm lightly, or allow more physical proximity than they do with others? Attraction makes people open up physically, almost like their body is magnetized to yours. The fifth sign is in the details they remember. You might casually mention that you love a certain snack, and 2 weeks later they bring it up again. Or you share a small story, and they retell it as if it mattered to them as much as it did to you. When someone recalls things you barely remember saying, it's because you've taken up real estate in their mind. They're storing information because you're important to them. The sixth sign is subtle jealousy. Maybe they tease you about talking to someone else. Maybe they ask casual questions about who you were with or throw a playful comment when you post with another person. It doesn't always come out as direct jealousy, it often hides behind humor, sarcasm, or curiosity. But beneath it all, it's a sign that they see you as more than just a friend. The seventh and most powerful sign is how their energy changes when you're around. Some people light up, becoming more animated, fun, and talkative. Others suddenly get quieter, more nervous, stumbling over words. The common thread is that your presence shifts their energy dramatically. That shift doesn't happen with just anyone, it happens with someone who feels something deeper. When you put these signs together, they form a picture that words often fail to paint. One sign alone might be meaningless. But 3, 4, or 5 together. That's attraction, loud and clear. And the most fascinating part is that they may have no idea they're showing it. Their body, their eyes, their energy, all of it reveals what their lips won't say. So the next time you find yourself wondering, do they secretly want me, pay attention not to the excuses or the silence, but to these subtle signals. Because if you know how to see them, the truth becomes impossible to hide. By now, you can probably see that attraction is rarely as hidden as people want it to be. Words may be cautious, guarded, or completely absent, but the body, the energy, and the little unplanned reactions always find a way to speak. And once you know what to look for, those confusing interactions suddenly make sense. The glances, the subtle shifts, the nervous laughter, the way they remember things no one else does, all of it comes together like puzzle pieces forming one clear picture. But here's something important to remember: noticing these signs isn't about obsessing over every move or trying to decode every conversation. It's about awareness. It's about understanding that when someone secretly wants you, their actions will often reveal it long before their words do. That doesn't mean you should jump to conclusions, but it does mean you should trust yourself more. If you feel a certain energy, if you notice multiple signs lining up, chances are your intuition is onto something real. At the end of the day, the real question isn't just whether someone secretly wants you, it's what you want. Attraction is powerful, but so is choice. And knowing the signs simply gives you clarity, so you're not left second-guessing or doubting your worth. So pay attention, stay curious, and most importantly, value yourself. Because the right person won't just hide their feelings forever, they'll eventually make them known. And when they do, you'll be ready. If you've ever spotted these signs in someone before, share your story in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, because the next video might be the one that changes the way you see love forever.